Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy here on the Game Professor channel. I'm your host, the Game Professor, and we just went around Hogsmeade and made all of our purchases, so now we are in the town circle to meet back up with Sebastian. So let's do that. I see a field guide page just weirdly flapping in the distance there. Oh, and then it vanished. Oh, it started moving. There we go. Oh, I should have been able to get that. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, I see another one just sitting there as well. Interesting. That tells me a little bit about how they spawn in. It looks like they just have a starting spot, and then as you get close enough to them, then they'll start moving around. Interesting. It's fun to notice little game dev details like that.
I officially have all of my supplies. Excellent. Did you get what you needed for your sister? I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Get up to, huh? Well, that doesn't sound good. Nope. Well, big old troll. Nice, fun little nod to the books as well. By having one of your first main big enemies be a troll. And we see there is indeed another one waiting for us. There we go. So... there we go.
Are we weakening him at all?
And this is why I do appreciate... oh, dang it. And this is why I do want to have the...
what was that? A taste of his own medicine. Nicely done.
And... oh, whoops. Oh, whoops. I thought I had timed that appropriately. Shoot. There we go. Oh boy. There we go. Actually managed to time that one appropriately. There we go. Man. Oh. Man. I don't think Leviosa's gonna do anything. Okay. That is why I'm not using it, because of how large it is. There's no reason to really think it would be effective.
Few more hits, do the job.
Come on. I just noticed the cat running away there. That is a little concerning. Okay, come on. Yeah, is Leviosa doing anything to it, buddy? Do you realize how large the troll is? And yes, I probably didn't need to use that Wigan Low that time. Just trying to get some distance to get a few more licks. Oh, come on. That should have been far enough away. Alright, so... ancient magic. Bye-bye, Trolley.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose
Yep.
so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
All right. So, there's the kitty. We'll give you some pets.
Oh, hello there. A moment, if you would.
That was probably
I'll go and
quite
see what
scary.
you want.
All right. Meow. Gotta love it. And this is why we needed to have Reparo before we came to this mission. And this very much fits the way any spell-locked things are. Come on. There we go. And we also see that we had a field guide page here, so we'll grab that. Hengist of Woodcroft. This statue is of Hufflepuff, Hengist of Woodcroft, believed to be the founder of the village of Hogsmeade after having been driven from his home by Muggle persecutors. Interesting.
Accio.
That's not what I meant to do.
Reparo.
That's what I meant to do. There we are. Got another field guide page there. Oh, it's not going to let me do it from a distance. And this should be for Honeyduke's. Honeyduke's Sweet Shop sells a variety of magical sweets, from fizzing Whizbees to exploding bonbons. Customers would be wise to know precisely what effect they may experience before sampling the shop's wares. Fun little detail. Oh man, I keep hitting the wrong button. There we are.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Indeed. So, 2 more damaged bits and bobs. Get that flue flame as well. I see one. There's the other. And here we go. So there's that building that the troll came pounding through. Let's see, can we... We cannot...
Revelio.
Get a daily profit. Interesting. We can see that the headline is Auror killed, so... Presumably, I would guess that that's Mr. Osric? We don't know that he was an Auror, but that would be my guess.
Singing your praises.
Oh?
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
All right.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
All right. I will be curious to see if it's better than anything that I have already equipped, because this is the moment where you learn, oh, different bits of clothing can give you defense and offense bonuses.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Okay, so... a 5 in offense. I don't think that's actually better than what I have. But... we'll take a look. Okay, so go to the gear screen. Current defense and offense are displayed at the top right of the screen. Select the cloaks and robes gear slot. Oh, maybe that is one that I hadn't done any differences with. Okay. Okay. And yeah, still just the traditional school robe, so no visual difference. But that improved my... I think the offense is what I saw. Great adventurer ensemble. Can really see some of the fun there. So there we see that the 7 is red. That is a level locked item of clothing for us. But we actually could buy something. I'm not going to. It's easy enough to just find
I'd
stuff
say we've earned a
rather
butterbeer
than
or
buy
two,
it.
wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll. I'd say that I agree with you. Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
This will be
I
perfect.
sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Well, that sounds good, Mr. Hill. I appreciate it. But first, we have a Glad Rags mannequin. Unlike the enchanted mannequins favored by students for dueling practice, the mannequins at Glad Rags serve only as a means to display the latest in wizarding fashion. Another one of those eyeball chests. And Sneakoscope there, I believe. Yep, Sneakoscope. And this is very different from what we know the Sneakoscope to be in the books. The Sneakoscope in the books is something that resembles a top that spins on its own. So this description, a Sneakoscope is a type of dark detector and will spin, whistle, and light up when it detects someone untrustworthy nearby. It should be used with caution, however, as it will alert the untrustworthy to the user's presence almost instantly. Yeah, that is an inherent flaw with it, when you think about it.
Revelio.
Make sure we don't see anything else. Okay, I think that's otherwise just hitting the chest there for us. Or, hold on. Just turn it over here, I think. That's weird. Very weird, unless there's something out here that I'm not seeing. There! Oh! Alright. Yeah, field guide page here. Glad Rags Wizard Wear, founded in 1750 with locations Paris, London, and Hogsmeade, Glad Rags offers a variety of wizarding garments and accessories. Mr. Augustus Hill and his associate Otto Dibble happily help all those who wander into the shop, enjoying in particular the challenge of the customer with less fashion sense than most. How kind. So, that just got us a new article of clothing as well.
You might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
And Sirona's awesome. Quite simply. Yes, let's go wander down this alleyway, because that makes sense.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
And we are definitely visible there, it would seem. Yes, that makes sense. Go
Did they see
where
us?
you become more visible.
I don't think so. What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood? Ranrok is working with Rookwood, the goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
Yep, that's a little nerve-wracking.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well.
All right. Another goblin. Good to know.
Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me.
And we will get into
Heard
a
about
little
the
bit
attack.
more
I shall be
analysis of
looking in on the
Sirona
other
as
shopkeepers
well.
and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for
I
this.
wouldn't say it
My
was
pleasure.
entirely
I will
single-handedly.
say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are...
Fabulous.
How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend
That's
is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Creepy.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Yeah, he's like a schoolyard bully almost.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
All right.
Trolls? Ranrok and Rookwood? What are you not telling me? I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
Yep.
And on
Can
that
definitely
note,
say that.
I think we should head back to the castle.
All right. First, I saw a field guide page.
Revelio.
Must get the field guide page. 3 broomsticks, currently run by Sirona Ryan, and allegedly as old as Hogsmeade itself, the 3 broomsticks is the long-standing gathering spot for villagers and Hogwarts students who want to enjoy a butterbeer or fire whiskey. Excellent. And that gets us a level up. So, have to check in with Sebastian one more time outside the 3 broomsticks, and then I believe it'll have us fast travel back to Hogwarts. What's up, Sebastian?
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones. I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow. I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, to the common room. Hogwarts map. And it's just only giving us one option. I do that every time. I select it to track to a spot rather than fast traveling. Excuse me. Oh. That's new. I've never seen a loading screen appear in the PS5 version. I have the Switch version as well, and I know the loading screens exist there
Revelio.
for a purpose. But that's the first time I've ever seen it in in the PS5 version. Very interesting. So we have received an owl post from Professor Fig, it looks like. Owl post will be sent when characters you've met have requests or updates for you. Select Professor Fig. Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts. And there's no locket that you visibly pick up at all in the opening sequence. So I honestly don't understand why the game does that. Okay. I just saw something. Just want to see if we have anything else we can possibly pick up in the other dormitories. Kind of pulling a bit of a Legend of Zelda search and find. I did see there was something here in the 6th year dormitory.
Revelio.
Oh, that has a lock on it. Okay. Level 1 lock. Okay. So we're still a little ways away from us getting Alohomora. So can't do that. Oh, and this over here is the girls' dormitories.
Seems that's off limits to me.
Yep. No boys in the girls' dormitory. And that we know that that's something that exists within the books as well. I mean, really, if you're going to make it off limits to one side, off limits to one gender, you should just make both off limits to both genders, in my opinion. Or both off limits to the opposite gender. Proper way of saying that. But that delves into a bit too heavy a discussion for what I want to really discuss at the moment. But we are just going to work our way up to Professor Fig.
Revelio.
Oh, I did just hear something. Nothing is readily presenting itself. That is part of the fun and difficulty of the exploration in this game, is you really can just go ham with using Revelio as much as you can possibly want to. And while I do appreciate that, it does
Revelio.
sometimes feel like you're just spamming Revelio. But here, oh, got something in the distance here. Professor Fig, as if my schedule wasn't congested enough, the mystery has charged me with arranging the rather inconvenient arrival of a new student at Hogwarts, a 5th year, if you can believe. Professor Weasley insists that they will need an escort and a mentor to help them acclimatize before term begins. I have assigned the task to you. Please see Professor Weasley for details. Professor Phineas Nigellus Black, Headmaster. So that explains how we got
Revelio.
Professor Fig as a mentor in the first place. Ooh, interesting. No sound over there. Oh, looks like we're here earlier than he anticipated us being. Gonna have to wait a bit. So, howdy do, Professor?
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the
If you
trolls
can
were wearing
believe it.
armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
God Goblin silver. Ranrok used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrok talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrok was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Yeah, about the goblins at Gringotts.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
Yeah, so we get to see some of the interplay of different social movements within the goblin community there.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
So, this will get us yet another professor extra task set. So, we are going to work our way over to Professor Hecat's classroom and do a little, we'll do a little additional exploring within the area as well, actually. Huh. It's telling me a field guide page is down. Now I'm curious. Makes me think that there have been some updates that I'm unaware of? Oh wait, no. Oh, hello. I'm blind.
Revelio.
That's telling me about the, that's where the side quest is. Good lord. I'm on the struggle bus, to say the least. We'll just go the fast way, so we don't have to go up and down too many stairs.
Adventure, are we?
Yes, indeed, Miss Wildsmith. Hello, Professor Hecat.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio.
Sounds good.
You know where to find me once you've finished.
All right. So, We are going to
Seems
cross
crossed
wands.
wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
That's very direct. We will not chat with you just yet. And if you saw any of the coverage of the game prior to its release, you will know that she has a little side quest for us to collect her gobstones. And I do actually really enjoy all of the various side quests you can do.
Revelio.
I think it fleshes out the life of the castle in a really cool way. Oh, we can't get in yet, huh? Another level 1 lock. Oh. Hi, Peeves.
Oh, not again!
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as for only 1 time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
Please, Peeves, you'll make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract
this
with
poor
her, not
this
him,
poor student.
That if I behaved, I'd have 1 weekly swim. Whee!
I'll get you for this.
And you're just gonna leave your books behind? Or are you gonna come collect them?
Revelio.
That is locked, but I have another field guide page. Haunted toilets. Unless in dire straits, it's probably best to avoid this particular toilet, as it is allegedly one of Peeves' favorite pranking spots. Is he gonna pick them up? No, he's not. He's just gonna continue on his way. Alright. I mean, technically, we did notice that they got pretty gross. Dueling gloves, I like it. Oh.
Of them all, and I don't say things I don't mean.
Huh. That's a fun little detail. I like that. Alright. There should... Oh, is it over here? Ah, here we are. Got our field guide page of Lachlan the Lanky. This statue depicts the wizard Lachlan the Lanky, a tall, slender wizard who appears quite proud of himself. For what precisely? No one knows. And... athletic house robe.
Sorry, I'm sorry! You
Oh.
made your point! That look's behind me, I promise!
Poor Eddie Cleaver.
Revelio.
Nothing else there. Oh, there we are. And we do not have the means to get in here yet, but there is the map of Argyllshire that the fat lady ends up being in the future. Map of Argyllshire. This map depicts Argyllshire, a region in Scotland which contains the Hebrides, native home to the Hebridean black dragon. We've definitely had a lot of stuff about Hebridean blacks, specifically. And you know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of exploring to finish off the episode. I'm gonna let it go a little bit long, just for fun. And this is a fun little fast travel type item.
Revelio.
And it's just this one chest here, it looks like. Oh, we got a wand handle. Oh, hello. Can I actually drop down there? No, I can. Oh, I can. All right. So, I always forget to notice that, but yeah, there's a door there. So, fun little bit. And the wand handles, we can equip here. I'm not going to equip this one. Actually, you know what? That looks quite good. I'm not usually much of a purple person, but that actually looks really cool. So I'll do that for a bit. And again, apologies. That gets our offense up a bit more. Oh, wow. That's quite good, actually. Hickory striped robe. I'm just curious what that looks like. Oh, that looks terrible. Maybe if I was in Hufflepuff, that would look a bit better. The athletic robe, that's very, Quidditch-y. Got another hat I didn't even notice. Lace sorcerer's hat. And here you can start to see how absurd you can make yourself look. I am going to stick with more of the standard school appearance. I think, not that I dislike a lot of the appearances, at least for now though. Gonna kind of stick with the more standard appearance. Ooh, Charms Professor gloves with Slytherin. You know what? Because of the Slytherin on there, I'm definitely gonna do that. And yes, indeed, Professor Ronan is head of Slytherin House. I think I may have mentioned that in the Charms class episode, but maybe I didn't. We got a new hat, and then we are on our way to getting a new coat. And we're on our way very close to getting the Hogwarts Regalia hat, actually. But, yeah, we'll just do a little bit more exploring around this area. And that will actually get us the Hogwarts Regalia hat. Portrait of Barufio. This portrait depicts the wizard Barufio, famed for his brain elixir, and as an example of what happens when incantations are improperly spoken. He once said S instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. And that is a direct quote from I'm not sure which book, actually. I don't remember which book it's in. But it's a fun little reference there.
How nice
and
to see you, my young friend.
That's the faculty tower that we're in now. And here, you can see, it's a one-eyed witch. Wonder what that might be. Honeyduke's Passageway. Hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch is a secret passageway from Hogwarts to the cellar at Honeyduke's. It can only be accessed using a particular charm. So a fun little piece there. Get another page with ease there as well. And let's just go up the grand staircase a bit. This is mostly just to show off how impressive they made the castle. Oh, and we have another Levioso. And actually, we'll work our way into, I believe this is Ravenclaw Tower, yes. So, you'll see, we can ultimately get to every house with relative ease. Emerald Highland attire, ooh, I do like the Highland attire. There's a different kilted look that I like a little bit more. And I only remember this being a field guide page because my wife's a Ravenclaw, and for her playthrough, we obviously have her in Ravenclaw. So this is a Ravenclaw bust. The bust created in honor of Ravenclaw House resides in the lofty Ravenclaw Tower. That is a little bit weird, but he follows us. Fun. Very fun.
Revelio.
And we have another field guide page here. There is the knocker, and you can see it does tell us that there's a flue flame back there, but we will never be able to access it. Ravenclaw door knocker. To gain entrance to the Ravenclaw common room, one must solve a rather esoteric riddle using logic and reasoning posed by the eagle door knocker. I kind of wish there was a little bit of an interaction from the door knocker as well. I believe the fat lady gets a little snarky with us if we go by her. Yeah. Nothing else to find in this tower. But we do have another one of these arithmancy puzzles. So I think I will have us do that quickly. So 1 plus 8 plus 5 is 13. Oh, wait. Doy. 1 plus 8 plus 4. Oh my goodness. Brain. Wow. And that's why I don't work in math. Because, wow. Super basic arithmetic there, and I completely threw it off. So 6 plus what is 21? This one is 5. Wow. Oh. And we have a small rug. And solar protection spectacles. So we're just kind of continuing to get stuff that can allow us to easily make some money. And I just realized it's giving us alternate directions here. So let's see how quickly we can get to where we're going by just going down the tower a bit.
Revelio.
I'm not going to do that picture just yet. That, I know, would probably take me on a little bit of a wild goose chase. Because those usually do. Oh. Another field guide page.
What ho! It is I, Sir Cadogan, Slayer of Wyvern of Wye.
Oh boy. Alright, the portrait of Sir Cadogan. Sir Cadogan was allegedly friends with Merlin himself, and as such became a sworn knight of the Round Table, although he is only really known to the wizarding world. He is famous for his defeat of the Wyvern of Wye, and now spends his days challenging students to duels. Will we get a duel challenge? No. Alright. Oh, good old Sir Cadogan.
Off to count your hogshead.
Wow. And this puts us right back in Central Hall, actually. And this is actually one of my favorite portraits in the castle. The hand motions don't match perfectly, which I could let bother me, but it's just a fun detail, and it's beautiful music. Oh wait, I went the wrong way. Where do you want me to go? You want me to go this way. I always do this. All these extra little side stairwells, they're what always get me. They are fully would always get me. Oh. Where do we have a... Yeah, we have a Flue Flame somewhere nearby. Alright. Okay. This has gone on long enough. We do not need to push the issue and linger any longer as we vie to getting to Lucan. And I realize now I should have, it actually just is forcing me to retrace all my steps from what I was already doing, so it would have been easier if I had just gone back the way I came. So I apologize for retracing steps here, everybody. Oh, and that's the owlery there. I'm always confused by the owlery. I imagine the owlery as being in the castle itself, not as being a separate structure.
Glad you can make it. Lucan's just over there.
Perfect. So, we will start off next episode by going through our Crossed Wands initiation, as it were. There is Lucan. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you always know when I have new videos coming out, and follow the links in the description to the Facebook page and Discord server so you can join the conversation. But until next time, everybody, this is your Game Professor, signing off. I'll see you then.